What's up, everybody? Alright, it is time to make a delivery of our JBS load that we picked up in Cactus, Texas. Currently, it is Wednesday, March 16 at 15:35 local time. 3:35 p.m. for those of you guys who like regular time. We're westbound on the 210 freeway in Southern Cal, approaching Highway 57. San Dimas High School football rules! Catch you later, Bill and Ted. Alright, yeah, that's where that movie's set at, by the way, or where at least it's not necessarily filmed here. I don't know, it might have been, but it's set here, for sure. Alright, so we're going to be making a delivery to JTI / G&G Foods, I think is what it was called, in the city of Azusa, which is less than 10 miles away. It'll actually be just before we get to the 605 freeway, which is not even 10 miles from here. We'll be getting off at Irwindale Avenue, and only a couple of right turns after that. The receiver will be right next to a Costco warehouse, Costco actual store that consumers go to. I did some review on looking at the reviews. Actually, looking at satellite originally, I did start to wonder when I first saw it if, depending on what dock door you got, if there was a possibility you might have to blindside in or something. Or if you got one of the doors closer to Costco, it looked like it might not be so difficult. So we'll see. Some of the reviews, though, suggested that it's nowhere near as difficult to back into the dock doors there as some people made it out to be. And they kind of suggested that if you have a difficult time backing there, you must be a rookie. Hey, I'm not the one who said it, it's them. So we'll see. God, I want to say this number 4 lane's going to end here in a second, so I don't really want to move over yet. But I don't want to camp out in the number 3 lane when I should be in the 4. I'm just trying to remember if that lane goes anywhere. Yeah, we'll slide over after this car gets by me. I don't know if this guy's going to catch up fast enough before that bobtail or before I catch up to this other traffic up here, so maybe I won't. Well, and then now this Jeep comes up, and let me signal right, that way the traffic right behind me hopefully sees my damn turn signal that I want to come over. Alright, there we go. Alright, so generally speaking, all the Google reviews seem like they're really mostly positive. They're all very, people very happy overall. There are a couple of whiners about it taking forever or something, but yeah, that always happens. You never know what might have been going on that particular day, but a number of them say when none of them had, most of them had, they were there a reasonably short amount of time, less than 2 hours, some of them even less than an hour. Said the people there are really friendly as well. The biggest problem they said was trying to make the turn onto Todd Street, which is the street that both the customer and the Costco store are on. So you have to deal with four-wheeler traffic trying to go into and out of Costco there. Looking at the satellite view, it didn't look like it would be a particularly difficult turn to make, though. I'll have to keep an eye on it. I know one person did say they took about 1.5 lanes. Basically all of their lane and half the other lane to make that turn. To make sure they wouldn't hit the light at the corner. But there are 2 lanes. There are 2 inbound lanes there on Todd Street, from what I can tell on the map, on the satellite view. So I'm kind of scratching my head. There's kind of an overrun area on the curve there, on the in the intersection, that look like it's designed for trucks to be able to make that turn safely. So I don't know if maybe they made a recent change to the layout there or what, but yeah, people said that was the hardest part about it, is making that right turn onto Todd Street. And otherwise, docking in was pretty easy. One person even said they had I think they arrived Monday evening for a Tuesday delivery, and they actually got unloaded Monday evening. So they might actually take you early if you want to make your delivery early. Alright. Now, on another note, I just hit 2,000 subscribers today. Congratulations! Yay! Okay, I was kind of cheating though. Somebody I know added a couple of, subscribed to me with a couple of fake profiles of theirs, or not necessarily fake profiles, but extra profiles of theirs, extra channels, whatever. So I don't know, I'd really count it, but it's okay. I'm still at 2,000. It was going to happen regardless. James, I appreciate the help regardless. And I thank you all for your support of getting me there. It's not like it's I don't call myself anything close to a YouTube superstar, and I don't really care to be one, but if it happens someday, it happens someday. I'm not going to complain, but yeah, I kind of like the kind of a little bit tighter group kind of environment where everybody who does interact seems to know each other in some way. Yeah, not just a lot of random names. Not saying I don't want random people to start talking on, commenting on my videos. Actually, we're more welcome to. Alright, we're 1 mile away from Urbandale Avenue. That'll be the exit I want. Alright, so that's the first development. The second one would be regarding my foot. I know you guys are concerned about how everything's going with my foot. I got an x-rays done on it, last week, and found out there are no fractures anywhere on it, so it's definitely not a stress fracture or anything like that. My daughter wasn't so lucky though. She actually did fracture one of the bones in her foot. I also know it's not count because my uric acid count was normal, and normally my uric acid count is always elevated because of when I went through chemotherapy about almost 20 years ago, and it's always been elevated ever since, even though I never have gout attacks. Alright, here's Urbandale Avenue. One of these warehouses right next to this ravine that I'm next to, I think is the receiver, or one of the might be. I don't know. We'll find out when I get over here. Alright, so that kind of leaves what's left is possibly plantar fasciitis, possibly even a blood clot. And my doctor looked at it again yesterday, and I actually agree with her. I think it's a blood clot, which may or may not be serious depending on where it's at, if it is one. If it's in the deep vein of the leg, that can be extremely concerning, because if it dislodges and works its way to my lung or my heart or brain, yeah, we got major lethal possible issues there. But am I that concerned about it? No. I'm not going to stress myself out over it. If it happens, it happens. And kind of hopeful that if it is, which I do think it's a clot, hopefully it's just in the foot, where the veins are too small for it, for a clot to get past, and and it won't do any. It's not potentially fatal if it's in the foot. And I got an ultrasound done today. Alright. Yeah, I got an ultrasound done on it today. Oh, we got 2 right turn lanes here. Alright, so let me slide over here to this next lane. Alright. Some of these people and their stupidity. Alright, still got green arrow here. So we'll find out within the next 24 hours how that's going. Like I said, hopefully it'll be in my foot, and I do think she's right, because I've been feeling a little bit of tingling sensation in my feet when I'm in that foot when I'm driving. And yeah, you know, almost like my foot's starting to fall asleep just a tad, just enough to notice, which is a really good clue that I'm not getting enough circulation to that foot. But where is it coming from? Who knows? We'll find out here. Okay, right where the Shell station is at on the left side, which I think is going to be this light right here. I'm going to make a right turn. Yeah, that's Todd Avenue there. Alright, I got a 16:30 appointment time. Alright, so I kind of see what they're talking about here because there's no shoulder here. There's no buffer zone between where my tractor is going to go and the shoulder, so it's best to go ahead and use both lanes. And I have cars right behind me, and yeah, there's not a shoulder over there either, so I will definitely need both. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, if I had shoulder room over here, like if I could be in that lane and have the normal 3 to 5 foot gap between the side of my trailer and the curb, then I'd probably be okay to be all the way in there. But with that going on, there's no shoulder, and it doesn't look like there's enough shoulder on the other side either. We're going to play it safe here. Oh yeah, I went perfectly. Perfectly. Alright, we're going to come up here and park by where this long-nosed Pete is at. And figure out where we're going to check in. Alright, Western Distributing. Alright, we'll go ahead and park here. Look like the dock doors are over on the other side where these other trucks are at. So we figure out where to check in. I assume it'll be over here on the south side where the docks are at, but it could be up here in the front too. So we'll see. I will let you guys know when it's time to dock in, where about we check in, and how this is all going to go. All right.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, I got the seal off. As soon as that red truck pulls out, back up at door 4.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're ready to dock in here now. I've been waiting about an hour and a half now. I'll just go ahead and PC over. All right. So the loader came out and cut the seal. And they told me when this red truck that is over here on my right side docked out, docked into the same door he pulled out of, which is door 4. So, yeah, it looks like it should be, definitely should be easy enough to dock in here. If you had to dock into door 1, it looks like it'd be difficult, but door 4, which is right next to this day cab, doesn't look like there's plenty of room here. It looks like pretty wide lane here. I'd be willing to bet even if it was door 1, it wouldn't be too incredibly difficult. So I'm actually I'm gonna over rotate. That looks better. Be a little bit wide there. And no, we're not far off. Oh, looking pretty good actually. Yeah, it was a little bit wide, but we're looking really good right now. Okay, the lines look like they're perfect. They're right in the middle, so yeah, so plenty of room here. I said, okay, if you were to get door 1, it might be a little more of a challenge. I don't know. But, I mean, like I said, I still had room to go before I got to the wall. And I'm pretty sure even door one wouldn't have been too incredibly difficult. I mean, it might be a little bit more of a challenge, but really not that bad. Super easy, just like they said in the reviews. Let me get my wheel chock in, and then we'll talk some more, finish whatever when we're leaving here. Okay. Alright guys, we're all done here. I was in the doctor for about an hour and 12 minutes, it looks like. It is currently about 6:30. I already got the wheel chock removed. I don't have any OS&D. I will have to watch for tail swing hitting this other guy next to me. So, but I'm going to run out of space here to do my U-turn more than likely. So. We'll just keep watching my ICC bar over on that side. Looks like we're good. Alright, yeah. Okay, we'll get over here out of the way. Probably stop over here by this drive-in or the step deck guy and get doors closed. And we'll get out of here. Alright, so let me say no OS&D issues. So it'll just be a matter of closing my trailer doors and get the hell out of here. Yeah, it's in my empty truck. Alright guys, we are ready to go here. Getting a PC back up to the house in Victorville. I don't have a reload because of my foot. I think I mentioned it. I don't know, maybe I didn't mention it. I know I talked about my foot earlier, I just don't know if I talked about my reload situation as it pertains to my foot. I probably would have already had a pre-planned reload by now had it not been for the fact I had the ultrasound done on my foot earlier, and okay, we got 2 left turn lanes here, and I need to know what the story is with the foot and possible blood clot, or if there is one, where is it? Is it in my leg or is it in my foot? If it's a leg, it's much more serious, and I could probably end up needing to go to the ER for that, and I don't want to be out on the road. Yeah, I don't want to be in another state if that is the case, but if it's in the foot, it's not going to be a big deal. At most, they'd probably just have me take blood thinners or aspirin or whatever it is, and the clot will eventually go away on its own. So, kind of what I'm dealing with there. Until I know more, though, which I should find out tomorrow. Make sure there's an on-ramp over there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, until I know more tomorrow, I'll be staying here in the area. So, won't really be going anywhere until I know for sure what's up with my foot. Alright, we're going to hang a left here onto Foothill. That car looked like they were worried about cutting into me, but actually this actually works anyway, so I can come over here, work my way. So we get up here to the light up ahead, gonna turn left, up here on Irwindale Road, and get on the 210 East, and take 15 north back up to my place. Speaking of Victorville, where I live, I just found out while I was sitting in the dock door that Maverick truck stops, or Maverick gas stations, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes they're actual truck stops. They're actually going to be building a small truck stop off the same exit that I live off of, Nisqually Road. So that'll be nice. I don't think they're going to really have room for truck parking. It's not a very large lot. It's actually going to be right in between I-15 and the church that's right there at the corner of Nisqually and Balsam, I think it is. So, or no, Mariposa. Yeah, or yeah, I think that's what it was. I always get them mixed up. They're right by each other. So yeah, it'll be kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any room for trucks to park there, but there will be several truck fuel lanes there. I think they said 9. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll find. I don't know when it'll be built. Better stay out of my lane, car. Yeah, just because my tractor wasn't going in that lane doesn't mean that I'm not going over there. I'm only going into the number 3 lane to make sure my trailer stays in the number 2 lane. Otherwise, if I go straight to the number 2 lane, my trailer will end up in the number 1 lane where those cars are at, which we don't want. I'm going to be having any any accidents at all, whether or not I'd be at fault. Alright, we'll have a little bit of traffic delay here, looks like, as we get over to the Citrus area. Not too far, maybe a couple miles or so, and then it should clear up some. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, and when I know more about my foot, and I have a reload or whatever, and some more content to record and post for you guys, I'll give you guys an update then and let you know what I'm doing next as well, right? I wouldn't be surprised if I'll be reloading again in Colton, though. You guys know how much we love doing Colton reloads there. So that said, well, I'll probably see you guys then, all right? Maybe Colton or somewhere else. You guys all have a great day, and see you next time.